Russia may legalize software piracy as tech and game companies continue to pull out. Well, there's another one, man. Chief, just trying to do anything they can to limit the damage here and the public opinion and public perception of the consequences of this war. Get rid of trademark protection for companies, foreign companies doing business in the country that people obviously like and frequent, and let them pirate the games they actually want instead of losing them completely, which increasingly we've been talking about on the show, the likes of FIFA and NHL, Activision, Blizzard, I believe, they're out. I mean, it's a huge and increasing number of software companies, game developers that are exiting that region, and it's been kind of a two-tiered approach. You have some that are saying no new purchases of these titles. Some are going a step further, saying no in-game purchases for games you already have, like the kind of nerfing the experience of the game.
And some said no services.
Right.
Like the live service.
Right. Yeah. So really, again, diminishing the value of these types of services. Russia's Ministry of Economic Development has introduced a potential new law called the Priority Action Plan for ensuring the development of the Russian economy in the conditions of external sanctions pressure, as reported by Torrent Freak. You ever been on that website, Will? A passage found in 6.7.3 seems to have big implications for software piracy. Here's the translation. Cancellation of liability for the use of software unlicensed in the Russian Federation owned by a copyright holder from countries that have supported the sanctions. So basically, content, property, software that originates in regions responsible for recent sanctions, it's all right to steal that stuff.
They reopened Napster.
Yeah, no.
They opened the doors.
Yeah, it's all the Metallica you want.
Yeah.
Unlimited Metallica downloads. So, like, here's some of the list of things that are tough to get now on that side of things. Tech software companies like Sony, PlayStation, Twitch, Netflix, EA Games, The Witcher devs, CDPR. They're still calling them Witcher devs instead of Cyberpunk devs.
Yeah, it's like it didn't exist.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. Effectively boycotting the country over the war. The Witcher devs, CDPR is in Poland, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that one makes sense. I bet it's already going on, honestly. And
the pirating?
And with or without this recent law or this recent development, with or without, you have to assume that people would have been doing this. Mm-hmm. You have to assume that people would have immediately gone the piracy route if their favorite game. But I don't know how this will affect services, because if you get the game is one thing, but certain functions within the game are going to require probably that you have an account, and you're going to have
connecting to their servers.
You're going to have VPNs to be spoofing your location, and accounts maybe with credit cards associated with other addresses. And it's going to be a huge hassle still. It's not like you push the piracy button and all of a sudden it's the exact same experience you were having with these games before the sanctions and bans took place.
Yes.